video all about something that some people find really weird and disgusting. It grosses them out. But it's a product that I just think is amazing, and it is eating your placenta. When I read the benefits that can happen by doing this, it was a no-brainer. And I have done it for baby number one, for Bear. I did it for Stone. I had two very different experiences that I'll explain, and that has given me the hindsight or the foresight to know that I will do it for baby number three. Benefits to consuming your placenta. The things that stood out to me can ease or delay postpartum depression. So that was the biggest thing for me, for us, somebody who has dealt with depression as a teenager and early 20s, and high levels of anxiety pretty much from then on. I was like, well, this is it. This is for me. It can help to slow down your postpartum bleeding. So if you haven't had a baby yet, you do bleed after you've had the baby. Vaginal birth, you bleed anywhere 5 to 10 days. So consuming your placenta can help to regulate that, slow that down, and help you to heal a little bit faster. It can help ease your stress. Becoming a mom for the first, the second, the 10th time, it's stressful. It's stressful on your body, it's stressful mentally. These little tablets can help you with that. Increase your milk production. Being able to breastfeed was probably in my top 3 worries the first time I gave birth, and having these vital nutrients coming back into my body via consuming my placenta can help increase milk production. And increase your energy. Geez, those first few days / weeks / months are draining. So increasing your energy is a must in any way you can. So my 2 experiences with Bear, wonderful. I had them done. I took them as directed, and I thought they were amazing, but I had nothing else to compare it to. With Stone, I was extremely ill from pretty much week 1 for 14 weeks. I ended up being diagnosed with a parasite, with 2 parasites, but we didn't find that out until about week 10. I was horrendously ill. I struggled to take my tablets. Mentally, I just couldn't stomach them. Something was telling me not to take them, so I didn't. So unfortunately, these guys we're actually keeping them in the fridge, and I'm going to plant them. So I'm going to put them in and use them like as fertilizer. We've got trees that we started growing for both of the boys, and I'm just going to use them in the soil for that. But the difference in my postpartum journey for both of the boys is our polar opposites. Bear was cruisy. I was happy. I was full of energy. I was coping really well with everything. Now that's with one kid. With Stone, it was just the complete opposite. I obviously wasn't well, so that didn't help the situation. So whether that is down to not taking the tablets or not, I had problems with my milk production with Stone, all of these things that I just didn't have the first time around. So I am not going to chance it, and I'm going to do the tablets again for baby number 3, and I will take them religiously. I will show you my tablets that I have left from Stone. So this is what they look like. They are simple little tablets to take. They obviously don't taste like anything because you just swallow them straight away. 2 ways to have your placenta encapsulated. You've got the traditional Chinese medicine method. So that's where they will take your placenta and they steam it with lovely herbs like ginger and things like that. That's going to help with like warm up the body. And then they dehydrate it. So it's steam process and then dehydrate it, and then they crush it into a powder and put it into tablets. Or you have the raw version. So that is simply they just skip the steaming process and just dehydrate the placenta and make it into tablets for you. Have a read about both methods and see which one resonates the most with you. You can also have a tincture made. They take about 3 centimeter cut off the placenta, and then they place that in like a brandy for about 6 weeks, and then you'll get it 6 weeks later, and you can use that, and you can take drops of it. You can have it raw, So they can simply you can slice it up and you can cook it. I had a friend who just had it sliced and kept it in the freezer and then would just treat it like liver, just fry it and eat it. Or a smoothie, so they can deliver a raw smoothie to you where again they take a little chunk of the placenta, blend it up into a smoothie, and they'll deliver it to you the next day, because it has to be taken quite quickly in that method after birth for it to be the most beneficial for the body. You want to make sure that they're qualified, so they've got their food safety, that they've done their placenta encapsulation training, that they talk about how the conditions that they work in, everything has to be sterile. Obviously, because they're working with blood and organs, there are a lot of health precautions that need to be taken in that respect. So check that they've got the qualifications. It costs anywhere from $250 to $350, depending on where you are. So you have to book in advance, and it can only take so many women per month. My lady that I use asks for about $100 deposit, and then you can pay the rest right before your due date. When I go into labor, I shoot her a text and let her know that today's the day, so that she can know she's going to have to make a trip to wherever I'm giving birth. And after the birth has happened, then it's usually Blake. I usually get Blake to ring and just say, yeah, placenta's ready. And you just bring a Tupperware with you, something that you don't mind losing. So last time, I think I just bought 3 liters of ice cream, or 5, what are those big blue tubs? 10 liters? It was a good excuse to buy some ice cream. Ate the ice cream and then cleaned it out, and that was my placenta tub. Super fancy. And just take that with you to the hospital. The hospital, you have to let the midwives know what you're doing. They will be familiar with it. They'll let you know what their rules are, whether they can keep it in the fridge or not. They get them back within sort of 24 to 48 hours. It's been 24 hours for both of my kids. You stop them if you feel you don't need them. You can take them when you feel like you need a boost of energy. They last, I think, up to a year in the fridge, but you can pop them in the freezer if you get them in there before that. I can't speak highly enough about these. I just think they're amazing, and with all the wonder drugs, superfoods, everything that goes on, I think it's something that mums could be doing for themselves to help with that postpartum recovery, because like I said, whether it's baby number 1 or baby number 10, it's tough. Not that you want to have the energy so you can just get out there and continue with life as normal. You just want to have enough energy so that you're not crying all day long with total fatigue. That's the goal. That's the goal. I would love to hear if you guys have done placenta encapsulation, if you've done other forms, if you've cooked it. I would love to hear from you, or made a smoothie. That's super interesting. And hope you guys found this interesting. Leave your comments below, and